Hello everybody, AVT here, and I am back with another video for Star Wars Galaxies Legends. And today we are going to be doing a little bit of Imperial Commendation farming here in Restuss on Rori. So, what that is on Rori there's a PvP city called Restuss. And now that we're pretty fully geared, we should be able to go inside of Restuss, and it should be fairly safe. So, as you can see, you might notice my character looks a little bit different. I am wearing this Crusader Armor, but we'll talk about that here in a minute. So, I will make sure that the waypoint for this bunker is in the video description down below, but you come inside this bunker here in the Imperial Outpost just outside of the city. You talk to Captain Roth, which I already did, and you get the quest to kill some rebel soldiers. You come down here, you talk to Captain Exov, and then you get the quest to capture a survey array or a sensor array, and then you come here and you talk to Captain Octo, and you get a quest to blow up an antenna. So I'm going to go into the city. I'm going to do these quests really quickly. And what that's going to do is that's going to unlock a series of additional quests. And that's really where you're going to get the commendations. So let's head into the city. And as you can see, this is the Imperial Outpost I was talking about. And we need to blow up an antenna, capture a survey array, and take out some rebels. It's not really going to matter that I take out the rebels because the subsequent quest that we get from Captain Octo is going to allow us to kill the rebels that we need to be able to progress that. So I'm not too concerned with that right now. That's an Imperial antenna. But here is a survey array, and for some reason it appears to be double spawned, triple spawned currently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out a few of these rebels around it. I know it is a little unsightly, but I absolutely advise that you play with your map open when you're in Restuss. That way you can see if there's any enemies coming into the city, and you're not going to get yourself killed. And somebody already captured the survey array. Well, that's going to present a little bit of a problem for us, because after you capture the survey array, it allows you to take out a supply convoy and get additional commendations. But if we're not going to be able to do that, we'll just have to figure it out. Either way, we can still get the antenna. So, I'll show you what the antenna looks like. There should be several spawn locations for the rebel antenna. My favorite one, and I'll show you why here in a little bit, is right over here. So I'll go ahead, I'll take this antenna out. It does take a minute. I've noticed on the Legend server for some reason that when you have a heavy weapon, you can't seem to damage static objectives. I'm not quite sure why. I've tried multiple targeting modes. It doesn't seem to matter what I do. So if you're on a commando like I am, it's going to take a little bit longer to take out these antennas. I'm not quite sure why I have this guy harassing me, but I mean, he can do whatever he wants. Alright, and there we go. So now we've taken out the antenna. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to return to Captain Octo, and I'm going to tell him of our success. I'm also going to see if maybe I can drop this quest, which is the survey array, and see if I can just pick up the supply convoy, because I have done it before, as is evident by the armor I'm wearing, because you can only purchase it with commendations. But let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky and I'll be able to demonstrate both parts of this quest to you. I wasn't anticipating somebody capturing that survey array between the time I could grab the quest and drive back out there. But it is what it is. Run all the way back down here. I'm not going to bother with Captain Roth. Can I talk to you? Perfect. So after you kill a survey array, you can talk to this guy again, and then you can say you want to ambush a supply convoy. That's what we're going to want to do pretty much every single time if there's no survey arrays available. And then we're going to talk to Captain Octo here, turn this in, and now we'll be able to do something which is called removing the head, you're going to be taking out a rebel officer within the city. It's going to be this top option here. Now, this is going to be very important. So click this top option. You'll get this window that pops up. Don't hit accept. Click on Captain Octo once more, then hit accept. Then say, send someone else this time. I'm here to blow some stuff up. Go through the dialogue on that, and now you have the antenna quest and removing the head, which is to kill Captain Brinko. That's going to allow you to basically, not necessarily double up because Brinko's 8 comms and the antenna's 4, but it allows you to get an additional 4 comms each time you go into the city, which is actually quite useful. So before we go back in and I show you this quest, let's take a look at the Commendation officer right here. Yes, sir, what's available? So here we go. This is everything that you can buy with your commendations. And as you can see, it's quite a lot for pretty much every item in here. There's quite a few weapons. They're pretty cool. I'll probably be going for one of those soon. You've got the Crusader Armor here, which is quite expensive, but it's something that I bought just because I absolutely love the appearance of it. It's also a varying amount of comms, 800 for the helmet, 1000 for the chest, 250 for the smaller parts, and so on. So you can go ahead. This is really my big goal. This is why I'm here farming comms at this point. I want the Synapse Focus Crystal. Now what it does is it gives you a buff that gives you 250 additional stamina, and it's infinitely usable. So basically, if you have that item, you in essence have a permanent additional 250 stamina, which is pretty awesome. And as you can see, it is 10,000 commendations, which is going to take quite a long time. As you can see right now, I only have 149 because I just finished purchasing my armor. But every time you go in, you're going to be getting roughly 20 commendations. You also can get the commendations from killing enemy players within the city, but really this is going to be your only repeatable, reliable way to get commendations. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my system here for how I maximize the amount of commendations I get per hour. And you can use it if you like. You don't have to. You can always do your own thing. But here we go. So Captain Brinko's location is right here. What I like to do is I like to go ahead and drive into it, which is going to spawn him. Oh, it's going to be a little different this time because here's that supply convoy. So I'm going to ambush the supply convoy real quick. Oh, there he is. Just wondering where the last one went. And there we go. So that's the supply convoy down, which will be really nice. That's a good additional set of comms. And then these are the enemies that are spawning for Captain Brinko. Now these guys will come out in waves like this, 5 at a time. And then eventually, once you kill enough of these waves, it'll spawn a single wave of Rebel Commandos, which are level 85. And then it'll spawn Captain Brinko with another set of Rebel Commandos. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start taking these guys out. It is possible to let them all spawn and then take them all out at once. It's not something that I'm currently capable of doing on my commando without burning my stand fast. I just take too much damage over that course of eliminating all these rebels. So I really have to go through and I have to kill them basically one wave at a time. And no, I'm not on my PvP build yet. I am still on my PvE build. There's still a ton of PvE content that I need to complete, so I'm not going to be switching over yet. And then before we leave, quick note, we still need to make sure we kill this antenna. I would be shooting it right now, but typically what I like to do is spawn Brinko, drive over to the antenna, kill the antenna, and then take out those couple waves. But because of the way the timing worked out on that supply convoy, I needed to do that first. There we go. And I could be shooting it in between waves as well. That is pretty efficient. The only downside to that is you won't be getting your out-of-combat stamina and healing regeneration, which can be quite dangerous as you are in a PvP zone. So if you get attacked, you will be at a significant disadvantage. Just something to keep in mind. This is definitely, oh, here come the commandos, a much safer activity if you are in a large group of people. Especially because, as I mentioned, if I get jumped by a spy or something, I have not switched to my PvP build, so the odds of me being able to win a 1v1 against a geared player are going to be pretty low. I really don't have any way of dealing with being rooted. I don't have any way of dealing with enemies who are running away from me. And I actually don't have a massive amount of DPS output. I am very tanky, but I'm also, I don't hit very hard. And here you go. This is that last wave of commandos. And Drinko is right there. He's the Mon Calamari. Drop all the ads. And now we take out Drinko. Perfect. And then, as I said earlier, before we leave, let's take out this antenna. And this antenna will always respawn in this spot. Looks like there is a rebel over there. Oh, that's the Jedi I was talking to earlier. He's here to kill the Emperor's Hand, who spawns right here. That's something we'll cover in another video down the road when I end up going over Jedi. But for now, all you need to know is I'm not going to be killing that guy. He's not a threat to me. He's just here to kill an NPC, and I'm not trying to ruin his day. Alright, there goes the antenna. And now we just need to drive back over to the Imperial Base once again and turn these quests in. Something else that's important to note is that while you're here, you are going to be getting a decent amount of GCW points. As you can see, I've actually started to accrue a pretty decent amount. I've been doing this quite a lot over the past few days. I've also been doing some GCW invasions off camera just for fun, which I will definitely be covering in another video because those are a fantastic addition to this game. And they net a really, really large amount of GCW. Alright, let's turn everything in. So how this works, now that we've completed every quest that we were given, is you come down here, you talk to Captain Roth, turn both of these in, pick them both up again. So you get 6 comms right there. Talk to Exile once more, another 6 comms for the supply convoy. And then Octo. And because we have 2 quests through him, we're going to get 8 for Branko and 4 for the antenna. And then we'll just do the same thing again. Open that window up, accept, and there we go. Now we have them both. So an important thing to note, some people do like to wait for the supply convoy every single time. That's not necessarily something that I like to do. You actually net more comms per hour if you do the supply convoy every other time, because you're highly capable of doing that. But that's actually going to do it for this video. So as always, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I am more than willing to cover anything PvP related. I absolutely love the PvP in this game. So as always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.